Welcome to Hope to Recharge podcast. Thank you for joining me here again today. Every week we meet here to break the stigma around mental health and to bring you insight and inspiration and lots of practical tips from personal stories or professionals around the world that share how they turn their journey of mental health into healing or to thriving. Together we will break the stigma one story at a time. In mental health, together is always better. Thank you for joining me here today. I'm your host, Matana. Let's get started. This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp.com, the leading online platform for therapy. You can access thousands of therapists one click away. Go check out BetterHelp.com/hope to recharge. Get 10% off your first month. Start your wellness now. Do you sometimes feel stuck? Do you wish you can be somewhere else? Do you have a vision of where you want to get to, but you just don't know what the first step to take in order to get to that life that you're dreaming of? Many people ask me, what did I do in order to create this wellness that I'm living in? How did I shift from deep depression, from extreme anxiety to a thriving life, to a productive life, to a life full of joy? I put many things into practice, and it's every single day. Many of you know that it's gratitude, a healthy mindset, boundaries, self-love, and one of the most important things that many people don't speak about, forgiveness. Self-forgiveness and forgiveness to others. Essential for healing. I put together a package for those that want to increase their wellness in their life and implement these techniques custom-made for their lives. If you want to work one-on-one with me on these topics in order to move forward towards that dream life that you have a vision of, click the link below in the show notes. It's called Gift of Light. It was on sale in the month of December. We're extending it for a little bit of January, so grab it now before it increases in price. It's a custom-made program for you, one-on-one with me, 8 sessions. We will develop a concrete program that you can implement in your life so you can create a better well-being. Click the link below. Looking forward to working with you. Before we deep dive tomorrow, as a usual day on Tuesday, this is just a short episode that I want to give some kind of insight to my week last week and to my incredible aunt, Aviva, that we lost. Hello, everybody. Welcome to 2021. We are going to have to start practicing saying 2021 after 12 months that we said 2020 about 1 billion times. I don't think there was a year in my history of living in 44 years that we have mentioned a year that we're currently going through as many times as we did in 2020. It became a slogan, 2020. Now we have to change the slogan to 2021. We are welcoming it. If you haven't listened to the last week's episode on resilience, my solo episode, I highly recommend it. It's only 20 minutes. One of my most powerful episodes, tips on resilience, clarity, real techniques on how to accomplish resilience. What does it mean to be resilient? When I recorded that episode, I was really on a very high upbeat energy. And right after that, my aunt that we loved so dearly, Aviva, passed away from COVID after struggling for many months in the hospital, in a coma, out of a coma, with a trach, really going through hell. And I want to give a few minutes to explain what it means to leave a legacy. Aviva Weisbord, my aunt, left a legacy that the stories are coming out more and more and more every day of what she accomplished in 72 years of life. We knew her very well. She was like a mom to most of us in the family. Most loving, kind, giving human. Very funny, hysterical. She was a psychologist. She started talking about mental health in the Orthodox world before we even felt comfortable about it. She had a private practice for mental illness, helping those that want to recover. And besides that, she had a hotline in her house to listen, to give insight, to give hope to those that need a listening ear, those that need empathy. And she always did it with a graciousness and simplicity, kindness. Everyone felt like they were the only one in her life. One of the things that we kept on hearing over and over and over after she passed away, from letters and emails and people that came to pay their condolences, everybody felt like they were the number one in her life. She has a large family, beautiful, beautiful family. family, and everyone felt unique and special. That was her power. She was on multiple boards for schools, nonprofits, organizations. She was all about living life to the max. She was fun, always looking for the good in everyone. I don't think I ever heard her say a negative thing about anyone. She was always highlighting the good in everyone, in everything. She loved to travel. She loved to laugh. She loved to read and know. She was a speed reader. While she was driving, she used to drive from Baltimore to Miami to visit her sister every year. She used to speed read as she's driving, like multiple things at once. She was everyone's cheerleader. She was one unique individual, and we had the honor to have her as an aunt, as a role model. Hearing stories that come out of the last few weeks just gives us the idea of a legacy. She left a legacy. She left a footprint. She left a mark. What she did in this world, it will not be forgotten. She shifted things. She created things. And I'm so grateful for that she was a role model in my life. My kids remember her so well. Always giving out candy. Always giggling. Sitting on the floor playing marbles or cards. She was a PhD in psychology. And she sat on the floor with anybody else, any kid, and she just played with them or gave a listening ear to any random person that needed to unburden themselves. We will miss you, Aviva. The world will be different without you. You've truly left your mark here, and we will try to continue breaking the stigma on your behalf, continue to be a listening ear to those that need support, to advocate for health, for mental health, for joy, for living life to the max, always living with gratitude. My uncle at the funeral didn't really give a eulogy at the funeral. Her sons did, and each one did a phenomenal job, remarkable. And my uncle summed her life up, her legacy, with gratitude. He was thanking everybody that helped through the few months that she was in the hospital. He thanked the staff in the hospital, the doctors, the nurses, his children, the communities, the people that prayed for her, anybody that helped in the process. He ended her legacy with gratitude. What a lesson in life, standing in front of her casket and just ending it with gratitude. What a powerful message that we can look at the good, highlight the good with a broken heart. He was her best friend. She was his best friend. They were a team. They were incredible humans. They touched thousands of humans. Incredible couple. My uncle will continue her legacy because he's an amazing human being. Her children are incredible, and her grandchildren and her great-grandchildren. She was one phenomenal woman, and we will miss her. The last week of 2020 was a very sad week for our family. I was planning a lot for the last week, but there's a time and place for everything, and the last week of 2020 was a time to mourn her passing and to be with a family. So I was very quiet last week, and that's okay. We're going to go into the next year, try to make the best out of every single day, just like Aviva did. In this coming month, January, we are going to discuss mental health / mental illness by teenagers and adolescents. How to support them. What does it mean? How can we notice our children that are struggling, and how can we be of help to them? We're going to have teachers, therapists, actual teenagers coming on our show to discuss this very important topic. We might go into February because it's a very important topic. A lot of people are asking to hear more about it, so we are devoting time to deep dive into the topic. Thank you for being here with us. I hope 2021 brings joy, happiness, health, clarity, momentum, resilience, strength, connection, love, vision to move forward and to create an amazing year, all with God's help. Thank you for listening. We highly appreciate all of our listeners. And Mental Health Together is better. You being here means a tremendous amount to us. If you enjoyed this episode and you would like some extra boost of information and inspiration that is not on the podcast, you can go to our website, hopetorecharge.com. There's some premium content that for the cost of a cup of coffee, you can download some amazing information that will help you, a tool that will guide you through life. So don't skip a beat. Don't hesitate. Go to hopetorecharge.com. Thank you for joining us. And remember, if you enjoyed this and you want to say thank you, the best way of gratitude will be by you leaving a review or a comment or sharing this with a loved one. There is no greater form of gratitude for us. Thank you.